around Zambia that truly education makes many things possible. Education makes children of servants become doctors. It makes sons of miners become heads of the mine. Education can make us do whatever we want to do. It makes us equal in spite of our backgrounds. It gives us this opportunity. Most of all, it gives us knowledge. It is knowledge that helps people get out of the problems that they have. And considering some of the challenges we have in Zambia and in many parts of Africa, whether it is disease, it is poverty, the biggest step to take is to change the mentality, that people begin to believe that they can achieve something. And to do that, we have to be able to offer them education. Education helps young people to learn how to live better. It makes them know about how to avoid diseases, whether it's TB, it's AIDS, and many other diseases. It helps us to get better jobs so that we can look after ourselves better by affording better health services, better food, living in better places, having access to clean water. And in Zambia, as part of our Millennium Development Goals, we have education for all to be achieved by 2015. Obviously, in terms of health, there are also the same targets by 2015. This is why you see in the country us constructing so many health centers, so many district hospitals, so that we reduce the distance of parents, children going to access health. But what is important is really that as a nation, I think that we all have come to appreciate that education is at the center of everything we're doing. It is because of education that you're sitting here today. It's because of education that you can be dreaming that one day I'm going to be a minister, I'm going to be a businessman, I'm going to be an MP, or whatever it is. It's education that is going to make that possible. So education will make it possible for us to eradicate the diseases, to eradicate poverty, and change people's ways of thinking, and so that they can access better economic opportunities.
Okay, Honorable Minister, in order to make collaboration with other students easier, it is important for students to use the internet as much as possible. However, the internet is slow many times and makes work frustrating, sometimes even for students. Since we are also trying to link with other vulnerable students in this project, is government doing anything to make ICT facilities affordable and available for Zambian students?
Let me just first of all assure you that myself as Minister of Education, I'm such a champion for ICT. I already have the iPad, which I know really is very fast in terms of internet. But obviously there are many who don't have that access. As government, we are making sure that we put up the optic fiber to ensure that we can have connectivity with the whole country. And I know that as much as we continue to invest large amounts of resources as government in this backbone infrastructure, there will be more innovations coming from our service providers. We have seen the various mobile companies providing faster internet, and it makes it even much easier in rural areas where people don't have access to a computer, using their mobile, that they can actually access the internet. I think we're on the right track. If you look at where we were 10 years ago, and you probably can't remember that, but at that point it was almost impossible to access the internet. Today, people, young people especially, I'm on Facebook, I know how many young people are talking to me every day. It's because they can access the internet on their mobile. So things are changing, not just for children in Lusaka like yourselves, but even for children in rural areas. With the mobile phone, it has helped them to also access what in UNESCO we are calling democratization of science, that even they can access technology because the technology is available in a simpler form. I think it is very important. It's a move in the right direction.
Honorable Minister, there are a lot of young people living in compound and rural areas, as development is concentrated mainly in urban areas. These people die from infectious diseases such as cholera, TB, measles, and HIV/AIDS. Are there any interventions put in place by government to improve living standards in these poverty-stricken areas? As we know, children are also affected.
I think the issues of housing and water and sanitation do not just affect children in compounds, but also children in rural areas, in villages. I think that as the economy has continued to grow, government has continued to spend more and more money in compounds, which are high-density residential areas, and also in villages. We have to provide clean water, we have to provide sanitation, we have to provide good roads, and most of all, we have to provide decent housing. These things cannot just happen by themselves. they need somebody to plan them, they need resources to be made available, and this is why as government we keep talking about investing in the country so that the economy grows, then we have more money to spend in those areas. I think that it should not be seen as normal that a child in a rural area or in a compound should not have